Alright guys, today's video is going to be all about brake rotors. And what we're going to talk about today is how much they weigh, should you buy them, because I know guys have been paying money for rotors and stuff. And we're going to do a test here, guys. So stick with us and we're going to show you why you shouldn't buy them. A wise man once told me, once you know how to make money and work hard, you'll never be poor. Well, this is how I make my money. Alright guys, it's your boy Mike. Welcome back to the channel. We got Lunchbox back today. Woo! Yay, Lunchbox! Yay! He's going to help me film this video today. We have a boiler to take out of a basement. And guy's got a machine, so he's going to pick the boiler up. But that's not what this video is going to be about. This video is going to be about these guys. Brake rotors. I've been watching guys on the forums, and some of the guys in my videos, oh, what should I pay for brake rotors? First of all, never pay for scrap. Unless you're a scrapyard and you have ways to hold it, but that's what we're going to get to in this video. So what we're going to do is we're going to take, as you see Joe's picking 30 random rotors. We're going to put them in batches of 10, and we're going to weigh them. Now, I know somebody just said in the forums he pays $1.25 a rotor. That to me is horrendous, because at current prices, like right now, my price at the scrapyard's $220 a gross ton, so that's 2,240. Now some yards do a freedom ton, which is 2,000 pounds, but you know, some yards do different weights on what they consider a ton, a net ton, gross ton, regular ton, freedom ton. But I have Joe picking out random rotors, and I'm going to do one of just I'm going to put like two big Super Duty, 10 or 8 lug rotors in there to show you the difference. But all right, guys, I'll show you what we're doing. But yeah, so he's just randomly picking. Joe, don't pick just big ones or small ones. Just like,
just grabbing what he's just saying.
Now, I have a lot of bigger rotors. Now if it's a garage, like a dealership, like a Honda or a Kia dealership, you're not going to get these big bastards like this. You're going to get mostly the smaller ones, like that one or like that. You know what I mean? That's the rear rotor from like a smaller car. That's what you're going to be getting. You're not going to be getting these giant, Super Duty rotors and stuff. And some of them are going to be single disc rotors, and some, you're not going to get many of these old hubs. You might not. But as you see, I get these from a garage, so it's actually 2 garages, and they're just random. So, like, he'll work on anything, so he'll get a random, different assortment of rotors. And every rotor weighs a different weight. So, for you to say that, you're going to pay $1.25 a rotor, even at $1 a rotor, you're hurting yourself. Now, this doesn't apply to the guys that, like, there was another guy on the forum had a bunch of rotors. Oh, I got 7.5 tons of rotors. Who's paying the most? I told him to hold. Oh, I can't. I need to make room. They were in a bin off to the side. Like, if you don't have room for that, then this doesn't apply to you. But don't sit there and buy them for $1, $1.25 and run them to the scrapyard now. You're barely going to cover your gas. You got to remember, what's your time worth and hauling them. And like most places, or most guys that do scrap, we're legitimate. And we have to pay tax on it too, which a lot of people forget about. And if you have a helper you're paying and stuff.
I'm expensive.
Who looks as sexy as this guy?
Dude, it's not even my pay. Feed me.
Oh, God.
Feed me one time, you'll know exactly how I got that nickname.
Yeah, you know why you call him Lunchbox. Don't grab any hubs. Just grab the rotors. But yeah, guys, we're going to set up a test here. Joe's just randomly picking. There you go, Joe. Joe's just randomly picking, or Lunchbox. I keep calling him Joe. But he's making, we're going to do 2 stacks. So as you see, stack of 10 rotors, random stack of 10 rotors. We're going to do 3. And then I'm going to show you the weight of a small rotor compared to a big rotor, and why everything is so mixed and you can't really tell. But all right, guys, I'm going to help him with this now. We'll get set up. All right, guys, there you go. 3 random piles. 10 rotors, 10 rotors, 10 rotors. Now, I want you guys to see the size difference. We were just randomly picking them, too. Yeah, look at the size. Every one of them is a different height, different width. So we're gonna scale these in real time to show you. Scales on. All right, Joe, start putting them on there.
You got
that's a
single.
single disc rotor. So a single disc rotor was 10 pounds. So,
Give me 11.
yeah, it's almost 11. But hold on. Stack them up like that so we can see the whole stack. You might have to put the bigger ones at the bottom, though. Start with this one at the bottom. And then,
Oh, let me put it.
yeah, so we're just going to do it this way so we can. And that one's 12 pounds. So we're trying to give you like a...
All right, here's a heavy guy.
Here's a heavier one. It's hard to see. That one's 24 pounds.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. Right?
This is also 24, probably.
25. Now leave that one on there and start stacking them all on.
Oh, I see what you want to do. Okay.
Yep. I want to show people that they're different weights and everything. So that's 50 pounds on 2 of them, guys. So you're like, Mike, what are you talking about? Oh, 68. Oh, 83. Mike, what are you talking about? $1 a rotor. Jeez, you mean you make a lot of money.
You'll see.
Oh, we're at 111 pounds, Joe. And climbing. Look at the size of that Super Duty one.
We'll get to that in a second. I'll put him on top.
Yep. Oh. Look at that. That's 152 pounds. And then here comes the Super Duty rotor. 200 pounds exactly. 200 pounds. So, Mike,
Okay.
what are you saying? That's 200 pounds right there. All right, we're going to do the next stack. That was easy math.
Finger scale off, make sure we're 0.
Yep, we're zeroed out.
Okay.
And now look, we took those off. We're going to the next stack of the... Now, this was the smallest stack of rotors. Yeah. So we're going to put the big ones on the bottom, guys. How much is that one?
Not much.
21 pounds. So those ones are averaging in the 20s.
This is actually heavier, if you can believe that.
Yeah. That one got 50 between that. That was a heavier rotor. That was like 26.
27 pounds.
All right. Now just start stacking them. Look, 50, 68. There's a bunch of these smaller ones. 90. 109.
9.
128. 147.
Oh, you dyslexic bastard.
164. So we're going to say the 165 on that, guys. Okay. So we had one stack 200 pounds, one stack 165 pounds.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah. And the reason we're emphasizing the number 10 is because that's how you buy them. You buy them per unit, right? So you buy these $1.25 each. You're going to get 10, you get 20, 25.
Yep, exactly.
It's the number you're getting versus the weight you're going to average.
Now, like I said, we're going to come up with an average now. So we're going to average these.
They tried to kill me. They're rude.
They're rude. Just set an avalanche.
And they don't love their mothers.
All right, we're going to set the next stack, guys. All right, guys, we're starting the next stack of rotors.
Bit my finger.
Something bit me. So right there, hold on. There's 4 rotors, and it's 67 pounds. Give you guys an estimate. And these are some smaller ones here. 94.
Yeah, this is what you're gonna get if you got to plug it like a Hyundai dealership or a.
Yep, you're gonna get more of this. You're gonna get smaller ones. Now we were just picking random ones out.
This one's a little beefy. Look at that cell 10.
140 pounds.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
The ones right there.
Oh, this guy here. 10.
And that's 162 pounds.
Okay, so we have 165, 162, and 200.
Yep, and you could plainly see the weights, guys. We're on the scale here. So we had 3 stacks. 2 of them were close. 2 of them were close. You can carry that all in one shot?
Yeah, released it.
Oh, yeah. Throw it back on the pile, Joe. He's a good little worker bee. Whee! But that's why I wanted to show you guys. Now, like a little rotor like this, these are some of the little rotors that come on like older Hondas and some cars. 10 pounds a piece, guys. And you've seen some of them were 25 pounds a piece. Where's that single rotor?
I'm looking for it right now.
Oh, this is a bigger single. Oh, no, it's not a single.
It's a double.
It's a double. Where was that single rotor? Yeah, you did. So Now, some of the cars have solid disc rotors like this little guy. You know, Hyundai, Honda. Yeah, little Corollas and shit. Put it on there. Scale's still alive. 8.5 pounds.
Ooh.
So, just wanted to show you guys the difference in weights by rotor. I mean, it's hard to get an average. So you had a 200-pound stack of 10 rotors. We had a 160-pound stack of rotors and a 162-pound stack of rotors. So I'd say
a fair average without actually crunching numbers, and I can, if we need to. Averages aren't that hard. I graduated through 7th grade math. Okay. If I wanted to ballpark it, because that's what we're all doing out here. None of us are running around with pocket calculators doing this.
Yep.
Okay.
Most guys don't even have a scale.
Right.
They just go by. They just know how to count from 1 to 10.
Your average weight for 10 randomish rotors, 178 to 182 pounds.
That's what I would say around the. So you can obviously say that 10 random rotors. Some are Super Duty rotors. You're going to get a lot of the SUV rotors, like these 6-lug truck rotors and stuff. I mean, as soon as I see 6-lug, it makes me think of Ford, Chevy, and Dodge trucks. A lot of SUVs, some don't have 6 lugs.
Hey! My Nissan's got a 6-lug.
Oh yeah, his Nissan. But so I wanted to show you guys that. Now you're going to be like, oh, Mike, but if I pay $1 a rotor and 10 rotors, that's $10. And I'm getting 180 pounds is average for the rotors. But what I want to explain to you, like right now, prices are low.
Yeah.
My yard, like I said, it's about $220 a ton for rotors. And that's me getting a little kick up on it. Now, you see I have that big pile of rotors. And you guys that watch my channel all the time know that I'm saving that for when the price goes up. If you're new to the channel, I'm saving that pile. Just take it for what it is. And if you're new to the channel, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. But you guys always, people have been arguing with me about, oh, Mike, you don't put any scrap videos out. I've been so busy. Like, I'm sick right now. I have the stomach virus, and I'm still out here doing the video for you guys. And, but I wanted to show you, easy, simple math. 10 rotors at $1 a piece, I'm going to pay $10. If I'm getting $200 a Freedom ton, okay, a Freedom ton, I'm going to be like, wow, I'm going to make $20 on that. I'm going to pay $10 and make 20. But here's the but, though. You got to remember, what is your time worth? At low prices, you shouldn't be paying. First of all, if you're going to buy scrap, scrap yards buy because they buy hundreds of tons a day, and a scrap yard doesn't make the profit that a scrap guy can make. They make more profit, but a scrap guy, we're usually in the 80 percentile range of profit from going out and picking it up, and everything. Where a scrap yard, they have overhead, they have to pay, and, right now, they're selling at a yard, they might be getting $400 a ton to the mill. Maybe, I don't know, I'm not that guy. But they have to handle it, they have to pay you, they have to hold it, they have to truck it. Most of the mills, like where I live, the mill that produces a lot of this scrap, that's 4 hours away, so that truck's got to get loaded, they got to pay a driver, whatever. That's the logistics part of owning a business. So we actually make more per ton than the scrapyard does. It's just the way it is. So when we bring a ton of scrap in, like if we bring a ton of appliances in, they rarely make. They don't even make 25% of what we make as scrappers. Okay? They're a scrap yard. They're on volume. So you have to kind of go with volume. The more volume you bring, the better price you'll get, better and use a better yard.
And they will barter with you.
Yeah, they will barter with you. They will help you out. But what I'm trying to say to you in this video is you're going to be like, oh, Mike, you disproved yourself because that one pile was 200 pounds. If they're all like that. But what I'm trying to say to you is you go to these garages, and I went to a garage one day and asked them if I could start taking their scrap metal. And he's like, I need a $1.50 rotor. I laughed in his face. I said, dude, there's no way. He's like, oh, the other guy pays me $2. I said, how? How the hell does he pay you $2 a rotor? So the guy's going to pay you $40 a ton, or $40 to get two. He's going to pay you $20 to get 200 pounds of rotors. And make nothing. He's barely gonna make a penny or two a pound. Right. I'm not in this to make a penny or two a pound. All this other stuff here was free. Scrap metal, air conditioners I picked up, that's all free. That's all that's all money. That's all hell of a lot more profit. They're going around doing that. And the same thing goes with aluminum wheels. I could do a video on aluminum wheels. If somebody says, hey, Mike, I got 50 aluminum wheels, I pay you $8 a wheel for the smaller ones if they're below 16s. If they're bigger than 16s or aftermarket ones, or non-chrome, I'll pay $10. Nobody takes that offer. Once in a blue moon, somebody's like, yeah, just take them. Now, when I go to the scrapyard I go to right now, aluminum wheels are like 90 cents a pound. So I'll spend 10 to make 4 on a wheel. That doesn't sound like a lot of money. It is when you get a bunch of them. But like I said, I don't buy scrap metal, guys. I don't buy scrap metal because I've been burned like this. I had a guy message me the other day about a whole bunch of air conditioners. Again, same dude. Nobody's bought these air conditioners. He wants $25 a piece per air conditioner. He's got big ones. He's got mini splits. He's got window units. But the thing is, there's a lot of train units in there that are all aluminum, and I'm not paying him $25 a piece. I mean, if he wanted to come down on the price, and I've been talking to the guy for like a year now, he's like, oh, I have almost 200 now. I still won't buy him. Now you guys are like, I'd buy him. Look.
Wait. Is he going to deliver them, or are you going to pick them up?
No, I would have to go all the way down to, by Harrisburg. Below Harrisburg, almost to York, I think he is.
Eat my entire ass.
Yeah, so I'm going to go down there and bring the trailer. I might have to make 2 trips or so many of them. It's not worth it. No. But what I want to tell you guys is that was randomly picking out ones. Now, I know you're going to say, oh, Mike, but there's bigger ones in there. And there's some. We just randomly made piles. Joe was grabbing them and just stacking them in a pile as he was taking them. And, you know, like right now, at my price at a gross ton, I'm averaging like 10... Or like almost, I think it's almost 10 cents. It's like 9.8 cents a pound if I think about it in my head. So I'm getting if I were to bring these in right now, I would get 9.8 cents a pound. And you guys are going to be like, oh, well, after 100 pounds, everything after that was profit. Is it?
I'm expensive.
That's what I mean. I don't have I want to make a higher margin. And that's what it comes down to margins, guys. On all the other tin stuff, I'm making, I'd say for every $100 I make, about 85 of it goes back into my pocket. About $85 for every $100 I make goes in my pocket. If I were to sell these rotors now, or if I was buying scrap, for every $100 I spend, probably only $25 to $30 that's going to go in my pocket. That's not cost effective for me. If it's cost effective for you, and you can make a living at it, because guys are like, oh, I do. That's fine. But I also want to tell you another thing about scrapping. And guys that buy scrap. And you guys out there that buy scrap.
Before you jump into that.
Okay, what you got?
Though, if you want to get rotors and you're looking for the weight, talk to your local garbage company.
Oh, yeah.
They all have the big trucks. They have to do their services. Most of them do their services in-house. And they're going to come up with rotors that came off of 650s.
Yep.
Or equivalent vehicles. Like
well, that's the difference. I have a couple ones here from Tracker Trailers off the garbage trucks for waste management. There's like 3 or 4 in here. We weighed them. They're 120 pounds a piece. The cheap Chinese ones are around 110. But those big drums from the Tracker Trailers, 120 pounds a piece after they're used. New, they might be a little bit more, but if it's a Chinese rotor, they're lighter weight. I say this, and I'm going to put this out there, and I know I'm going to get some hate, and I really don't care. But here's what I'm going to tell you guys. If you buy $500 worth of scrap and you make $750, don't go being like, I made $750 today. No, you didn't. You made $250. Don't try to sugarcoat that shit and you made $250. Oh, I bought a junk car and I junked it. What'd you pay for the junk car? Guys are like, oh, I brought in 2 junk cars. I made $1,200 today with the converters. What'd you pay for that car? Oh, you made $500 a piece? You made $200 for your time.
We get this all the time, especially down at the scrapyard. Everybody likes to gloat. We'll all be packed in the office, and you'll get that one guy in there. He's got a nice shirt on. Hands are still soft. You know, oh, I made $1,300 this week, and it's only Tuesday. Bro, you spent $1,200 getting all the metal you brought in. You made shit.
Exactly.
Boy, that's why your wife fucking beats you in the face with a frying pan. Like, you're fucking useless.
Yeah, because they look at it as everything they made was profit. No, it wasn't. You shelled out money. Your profit is after your expenses. Yeah. And what you cost you. So if you buy scrap, you have to take that in as a cost as an expense. This is the cost of doing business, guys. But, you know, that's what aggravates me about some of these scrap guys. They're like, oh, I buy scrap. Yeah, you buy scrap. So if you spend $40,000 a year and you make 80, did you make 80,000? No, you made $40,000 a year.
Which is nothing to scoff at, but it kind of is in this economy.
Oh, no, it's not. It's not. But don't sit there and boast about it. Like, we went and picked this stuff up today. All this stuff here, and that air conditioner, and that other stuff. You guys know me. And I still have to take all the electric motors. That's why this is here. I want to get the electric motors off just to get a couple upgrades. There's no big one down in there. But yeah, guys, we're going to end this video, me and Lunchbox, and I just wanted to show you guys. You guys are like, oh, Mike, you disproved yourself. No, oh, what are you showing out? You flexing?
No, I got a cyst.
Ew. Dude, no, people don't want to know about that
Dude,
shit.
you just turned into Dr. Pimple Popper real quick.
See what I got to deal with? I'm sick, and this guy's talking about cysts. Oh, my God. But, all right, guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I just want you to know that if you buy scrap metal, that's great. Your scrapyard doesn't say, oh, we made $70,000 today. No, they say we bought $70,000 worth of scrap. And that's what you have to say.
And that's their flex.
Yep. All right, guys. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And we're out, man. We got a boiler pickup, some other stuff to do. Yeah. Don't let the rotor man get you down. If you're going to buy them, remember, hold them till the price is high so you can make your maximum profit. Like I said, there's about 10 tons in this pile. And I'll be honest with you, it's not going anywhere. Maybe after the election or maybe the beginning of the new year. We'll see. But I had people asking me about this all the time. Oh, I want to buy them rotors. I'm not giving them away. So that's what I want you guys to remember. Don't give stuff away. All right, guys, happy scrapping. Remember, it's not a job, it's a fucking adventure. Just be smart about it.